Hey, Chris, do you know where my bag is? The black one? I left it in the room with everything else of mine, but it's not here anymore.
What? I don't know anything about that black bag. Are you sure you didn't put it somewhere else that you're not remembering?
So you have no clue? Then what is this?
Huh? What is that? That's a photo of Rebecca.
That's right. And this is a photo that your ex-girlfriend had posted on her Instagram of herself. She wrote on it that this was a present from her friend, and she just loves it.
Have you been stalking Rebecca's Instagram or something? You need to stop doing something like that right now.
I wasn't stalking her, as she sent me this picture herself for no good reason. So what's that bag doing in this picture with her? Because that happens to be the black bag that I've been looking for. Are you really sure that you don't remember what happened to it?
I told you I don't know. Are you sure that she just doesn't happen to have the exact same bag as you?
You think she'd have the same bag as me? Well, I guess this all could just be one really big coincidence, right? Which is crazy because even the keychain that's on that bag happens to be the exact same one I had on it. You remember that one? It was the heart-shaped keychain that I got with my friend when we both went on vacation together.
Are you kidding me?
I'm the one that should be saying that, Chris. So we've come to the conclusion that this was all you're doing then? Hey, what the heck were you thinking? Taking something of mine like one of my bags and giving it to your ex-girlfriend as a present?
Well, she happened to take a look at your Instagram and told me that she wanted a bag just like yours. But you know me, I don't give a crap about bags. I had no clue where to buy a bag just like yours, right?
So that's your frickin' reason for stealing my bag and giving it to her? I'm not going to take an excuse like that for an answer.
Come on, you haven't even been using that bag very much recently. I just assumed you didn't need it anymore.
It's not your decision to choose whether I still need something or not when it's my expensive bag. It was my bag, so I'm the only one that gets to choose what I want to do with it. And it's not just that that's a problem here, but also the fact that you took that out of my pile of things without telling me. And to top all this off, you tried lying to me saying you had no clue what happened to the bag, which has really ticked me off now. And all of this was done for one of the stupidest people possible, your ex. Why are you even talking with her anymore? You told me before that you and her had broken up a long time ago and you're engaged to me now.
I get that Rebecca is my ex, but she also happens to be a longtime friend of mine, so she's like a little sister to me. It's not my fault that I wanted to treat her to something she wanted, right?
You're telling me it's not your fault that you went and stole something of mine? Now listen to me, Chris. You need to start thinking about letting things go altogether with that woman. I understand that she's a longtime friend of yours, but she is also your ex, and you have a fiance now, right? If you really viewed her as your little sister, then why did you date her? What is it with you wanting to give her anything she asks for all the time? You and I will be on dates together, and when she calls for you, you run off towards her. We even make plans to do something months in advance, and you'll cancel them to go out with her. I get that she was a good friend to you before you started to date, but could you stop all of this?
I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that there is nothing between her and I. I won't do anything like this anymore now, so just give all this up for me.
You've told me this plenty of times now about her, saying you won't do anything anymore. I think I've heard it over 10 times now, actually. If this does happen again, I will seriously not forgive you for it.
All right.
And as for my bag, I want you to get that back from her. I actually happen to really love that bag and use it more than you think.
What? You want me to get it back from her?
Of course you! You're the one that stole it from me and gave it to her.
Really? But after giving her something not too long ago and asking her to give it back so soon, that's a little wrong, don't you think? Don't you feel a little bad for her? I'll get you a new black bag, all right, Wanda? Just give up on that bag for me, please.
Huh? Why do I have to be the one to give up and walk away from all of this without any of my things? Don't you feel bad for me since you stole my dang bag? I loved that bag a lot, and I will not love any other bag like I loved that one. Go get that bag from her right now.
All right.
Wanda, I'm so sorry. I heard all about your black bag from Chris. I never knew that this bag happened to be your bag. I didn't know a thing about that, all right? Okay. If you had no idea that the bag he gave you was mine, then there's no use in getting upset with you about it. I just got a text from him, though, saying that he got it back from you now, so there's no worries between you and I. Well, if that's the case, that's fine. But hey, I just wanted to let you know not to get upset with Chris, okay? Huh? Well, he told me that you were really upset with him about this, and that seemed to really crush his spirits is all. I told him before when looking at that picture of you with the bag that I really liked it. And I guess he just really wanted to give that same bag to me as a present. I don't think he meant anything bad by giving me your bag. So, can you please stop yelling at him for something he thought was okay? I see. Well, for the time being, things are fine because he got my bag back from you. But the reason for me getting that upset with him is because he should know better than to steal other people's things like that. But you shouldn't be getting so upset that you start coming off rude, right? That's not good for anyone in the end. If you keep griping with him over something like this after today, you guys will soon lose the happiness you both share. And to be honest, it's not cute at all of you to be that upset with him. That's a good point. Well, I'll be a little more careful next time. Now, let me just tell you something now that we're talking. You'd better be careful around him yourself. As of right now, Chris thinks of you as his little sister, and that's his reason for wanting to be around you all the time and treat you. But if things like this keep happening, I'm not going to be a happy camper at all. We are planning to get married soon, so could you please think about distancing yourself a little from us? He's thought of me that way? I'm so sorry. He and I have been together ever since preschool, so that's probably why he sees me that way. Even I feel as though he's like my older brother or something. And when he and I dated for a little while, things really felt that way all the time. And to him, he thinks of you as someone like his mom. He said that when you get mad at him, it's exactly like his own mom getting mad. Is that right? Well, anyway, just make sure that you keep a little bit more distance from now on so that we can all be happy. Sounds good. See you again. I can't believe I was stupid enough to forgive you after that last incident with my dang bag. I cannot believe any of this now. I am done with all this.
What's wrong, Wanda? I told you today that I had a little get-together after work, for work, and that you shouldn't try talking to me during it. Did you not remember me telling you any of that before?
What is it with you right now, that attitude you have? Are you drunk or something?
I'm not drunk. I just happen to have 5, maybe 6 drinks is all.
You're freaking drunk then. Well, who cares? Now, you tell me right now what's going on with this.
Huh? What's that a picture of?
I'm sure it's a little hard to tell by just the hand, but this is a picture that Rebecca just posted on Instagram. And when it comes to that ring on her finger, you happen to know about it, right? Here's a little hint, by the way. My engagement ring has been missing since this morning when I've woken up.
That. I happened to give Rebecca that engagement ring.
Why?
Well, Rebecca had been telling me lately that she wanted a ring to go with some clothing she bought recently. And the ring I gave to you happened to be perfect for her. So that's a pretty good thing, right?
I think so.
But I happened to forget about this thing called ring size. Your fingers are huge compared to hers, like hands from a gorilla or something. So I had a jeweler go and cut the ring, and then shrink it to her size.
What?
You're a lot fatter than Rebecca, I guess. I laughed my butt out when I thought about that.
You really must be drunk to be okay saying all of this in front of me. Stealing my ring from me and all?
I'll get you a wedding ring here soon, so who cares about that engagement ring, right? You won't be wearing that engagement ring anymore after that. So it's totally fine for Rebecca to have it, right? And since she's not a freaking fatty like you, she looks a lot better wearing it. Same with that black bag of yours I gave to her before. She looked a lot better carrying it around.
The fact that you've given your ex-girlfriend the engagement ring you gave to me even shows that something is very wrong with you. Just letting this go over like all those other things is not going to teach you anything. I'm not forgiving you this time.
What?
Take a look at this first. That woman put this picture on her Instagram a few days ago. 3, to be exact. And she commented that this picture was from her bachelorette party at a hotel. There are even more pictures of her there in a hotel room drinking lots of alcohol.
And what's that got to do with me?
Take a really good look at this picture, please. I want you to look in the mirror that's placed in the background.
The mirror? Ah!
Why the hell are you in that mirror's reflection? And why are you in it only in your frickin' underwear?
No, wait! That's not what you think! This is all a total misunderstanding. That's not even me!
What? That's not you standing there pretty much nude? I guess I'll have to go and ask some other friends of yours who they think is in that mirror. Maybe I'll even try asking your mom and dad about who this might be.
No, wait a second! You have this all very wrong. You seriously have all of this wrong. I already told you that there is nothing between her and I, right?
I wonder if you're really being honest with me when I have a picture like this as proof. You were at a hotel with a woman who is not even your girlfriend anymore, yet you had most of all your clothing off? Also, on this day, you told me you had to stay late for work because of overtime, right? All of the information is still saved in our texts, right, from that day? You've once again lied to me and gone out with her. Who the hell is going to believe there is nothing going on between you both now?
I'm telling you that you really have every single thing about this wrong. During that time, rain! There was a lot of rain. To get out of the rain, I went into the hotel and took all my clothes off to let them dry. And I just happened to run into Rebecca at the hotel where she allowed me to do that in her room.
What? Is that right?
That post she made on her Instagram must have been a stupid mistake on her part. She's just playing around is all. There's seriously nothing going on between us. Honestly.
So this is all in my head then? You think I'd say something like that about this? When you've been cheating on me with that woman this whole dang time?
Huh?
You thought this was the only picture I had as evidence of you both still being together? Ever since you started to get real close to her again, I've been on your trail. I even asked a professional to help me out. You've even gone over to her house to be with her and have some fun, huh? That pro made sure to take lots of videos and pictures for me. All of you being around Rebecca and doing all sorts of things with her.
What? You're lying.
What the hell was that about her being like your little sister again? You tell me you want to do things like that to your little sister? Frickin' gross. Makes me want to call the police on you for thinking something like that.
Wait, just hear me out, all right? I have something I really want to tell you about. So please, listen to me.
You don't have to be that freaked out about all this, all right? I'll let you explain why you did all of this to me right now. But of course, right after that, we'll be talking about you paying me an out-of-court settlement, okay?
Please just wait a second. I'll go and get that ring back from her right now. So please just listen to everything I have to say to you about this.
I don't need that ring anymore. It's not my size anyway. Just throw it in the trash or something for me now.
What?
I'm heading back to my parents' house. When I call for you to come over, you come. I want you to hear the full reality of all this in person while my parents watch. Rebecca! Good evening. No, I have nothing to do with him. So he's already told you about what's coming then? Well, then I don't need to explain all of this to you now. Was it fun for you? Going out with your ex behind his fiance's back and taking all her things? And texting me about all of this like you had no connections to what he was doing to you? Was that fun? I never meant for things to end up this way. He was hiding everything from me this whole time. I never actually thought he'd give me your engagement ring to match my clothing. All right, you can stop it with all the bullcrap now. You both must have been laughing about me while together all this time, right? Man, I have been waiting for this day for a very long time. I got a lot of photos of you both together, but I really wished I would have gotten more. Funny that you still went ahead and did all of this after that last warning I gave you, right? What was it that I said? Something about staying the hell away from us? But I never knew about all of this going on. Go ahead and tell me you never knew. That's a good one. Do your parents know about this? That you have yourself a sugar daddy? Huh? Wait, what? What are you talking about? I'm talking about that anonymous account you have online. When I heard from my friend about it, I knew exactly who she was in all those pictures. You have that account to hide your life with Chris from everyone else, right? You happened to even post a picture of you with my black bag on it, bragging about how Chris gave it to you, right? Remember that comment that said you thought you got a new brand bag, but it's secondhand? Well, that was me saying that. Anyway, this is how I found out about you having your sugar daddy. I really want to tell your parents about this right now. About you and Chris and everything that's come with it. Stop that! Please, don't do that. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. When you're posting things like this online, you need to be more careful about what's in the photos and when you take them. We live in a world where anything you put online can be seen by everyone, no matter how hard you try to hide it. This has all been a good learning point for you, right? I'll ask for your payment for this later on another day, all right? You'll be coming to pay it off, right? If you don't pay me, I'm going to tell everyone you know about this sugar daddy account. You're not getting away from me. After that day, I happened to get a load of messages from both Chris and Rebecca asking to talk things through. But I was sick and tired of looking at all the stupid excuses they both had for the crap they've been pulling, so I just left them both on red. In the middle of the night, I went over to Chris's place while he was with Rebecca and grabbed all my things to take back to my parents' house. And a few days after that, myself, Chris, and Rebecca, my parents as well as Chris's parents, all got together to talk. I laid out all the pictures that I had of those two and started the long story of explaining everything that had happened. Chris's parents became ghostly white while I explained everything, and I almost felt bad for the both of them because they didn't seem to have a sense of anything anymore. When I finished my explanation, I told everyone that due to Chris cheating on me while we've been engaged, I would like $22,000 from the both of them. And after all of that was finished with, Chris's parents went and took him back to their house as he cried, and my parents asked that Rebecca leave and never come back. Later, Rebecca's parents were told about what happened, and soon both Chris and Rebecca were disowned by their parents. And not only did they lose their parents, but most of their friends and coworkers found out about what had happened and started to lose them one by one as well. As of right now, those two are pretty much left with nothing and look as though they're never going to smile again. Chris has gone and brought Rebecca into his home, where they both live and never come out as often as they used to. I hope that the way I acted this time towards the both of them treating me like crap will make them regret everything. And I think with the money I've received from the settlement, I'm going to take a vacation somewhere relaxing. I'm already in the works of planning the trip out, and I want to make sure I have as much fun as I can knowing these two are living the worst days of their lives. Maybe I'll even find myself a new man on this trip. I am so looking forward to this. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, Vittorio. Are you working overtime today again?
Oh, hi Loretta. Sorry, I was just about to contact you and tell you myself, you see. I'm currently busy right now with the project I'm working on, but one of our team members says he can't work overtime today, so it was decided I would take his place.
That's what you say, but in reality, you're just so bad at your job that you have to do overtime to finish, right?
I don't think I'm that bad at my job, but...
Anyways, you're going to come home late today, right?
Yep. Judging by what I still have left to do, it'll probably be past 10 when I get home.
Is that so? If that's the case, then I'm going to leave the house and leave you the divorce papers.
What? The divorce papers?
I want to get divorced with you.
What are you suddenly talking about, Loretta?
Sorry, but I've already decided that I'm going to divorce you.
I'm telling you, what in the world are you talking about? I'm trying to ask why it is that you want to get divorced. It feels like you suddenly splashed a bucket of cold water on my face, so explain yourself.
You see, I got proposed to by my boyfriend.
What? Your boyfriend?
Yeah, today was our 1-year anniversary. We've been going out for a year now. We went to a restaurant with a nice view of the city at night, and that's when he said that he wanted to get married to me. To be honest with you, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. I had already decided that I would get divorced with you as soon as he proposes to me.
Hold on, Loretta. This means that you cheated on me, right?
No, it's not like that. This isn't cheating because we love each other from the bottom of our hearts.
Oh, so you're going to use that excuse if it's not cheating, if it's true love.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about?
That's what almost everyone who cheats says when they're caught. They don't like how the word cheating sounds because it makes them seem like they did something wrong, which in reality they did, but they deny it by saying that it isn't wrong because it's true love or whatever.
Huh? What's your problem? Why are you suddenly just accepting that I'm divorcing you? You're not even a little mad that your wife got stolen from you by another man?
Well, to be honest, I do feel a little shocked, but you just told me that you're cheating on me a bit too openly, so I kind of feel calm and a little exasperated. I mean, I guess this also means that I didn't really love you anymore, and I was just kind of living with you because you were my wife. I didn't realize it now, but you opened my eyes with this news of yours.
Is that so? Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I don't care what you think anymore because I found someone so much better than you. You can do whatever you want from now on, for all I care.
That's so. Well, I'll ask you just in case, but you're not going to tell me later on that you actually don't want to get divorced when you were the one who asked for it, right?
Of course I won't. You see, my boyfriend is highly valued at his company and is soon to get a promotion. Unlike you, he isn't as useless to be told by his company to move to their subsidiary company as a demotion after your current project is finished.
I'm getting demoted. Where did you get that information?
You said it yourself, right? That your company was telling you to move to the subsidiary company once you were done with your current project?
That just means I was chosen to be one of the founding members of our new subsidiary company. It doesn't actually mean that I'm getting demoted.
Shut up. Unlike you, my boyfriend is both handsome and competent, and he's headed straight for a promotion. If you want to get back together with me, then you have to get a higher position in your company than him.
It seems like you've got no intention of listening to what I actually have to say.
Yup, I don't. I heard that truly competent people never work overtime. But you, on the other hand, are so incompetent that you work overtime almost every day. Not only that, but you're going to be moved to a subsidiary company once your current project is over. Someone like that doesn't deserve to be my husband, no matter how you look at it. I don't want to have to listen to a piece of trash like you.
I don't deserve to be your husband, huh? Well, now that I think about it, I seriously don't understand why you think so highly of yourself. I mean, you can't even support yourself with that salary you earn from that part-time job of yours. Anyway, I still have work to do, so I'll end our conversation here.
What? So what if I don't earn enough money to support myself? I only got a job in the first place because you kept complaining about how I just laid around all day. It's not my job to support myself in the first place anyways. It's yours as my husband. You're just so incompetent that you can't even earn enough money to do that. My new boyfriend, on the other hand, is different. Once we get married, I'll never have to work a day again in my life and do whatever I want all day.
Yeah. What makes you think I wanted to hear all that by then?
Vittorio? Hey, I still have more stuff I want to tell you. Don't just go. You're going to agree to the divorce, right? At least answer that. Vittorio, this is why people always call you incompetent. Hey, you didn't turn in the divorce papers yet? But I want to get divorced with you as soon as possible, though.
What? I mean, it's not like you can just immediately marry this boyfriend, you know?
I know. It's a law that I have to wait at least 100 days after I get divorced until I marry him, right? But I want to finish that 100 days as soon as possible, which is why I also want to get divorced with you as soon as possible. Come on, don't you even get that? Seriously, you're incompetent not just with work, but with stuff like this as well. Jesus, you make me hate you more and more by the day.
Yeah, but there's not going to be any progress until you tell me who this guy you're cheating on me with is, right?
Huh? It's none of your business. Why do you need to know who my boyfriend is anyways? You can't tell me what to do now that we're divorced.
We're not divorced yet, you idiot.
What? But you're just too afraid of losing me and won't turn in the divorce papers. Please just hurry up and turn in those divorce papers. Oh, and could you leave that house you're currently living in?
What in the world are you talking about?
I mean, the location of that house is perfect, right? I just can't let go of such a comfortable place to live in, you know. Not only that, but you're going to be single after we get divorced, right? You don't need an apartment that big with 3 bedrooms, a living room, and a dining room.
Well, that's true, but this is a company-owned apartment, which means that you won't be able to live here once we get divorced.
Why not?
Because you have to be family of a company employee to live here. Seriously, can't you even figure that out for yourself?
Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to make you take all the stuff you left lying around here as well.
That's not going to be a problem.
Why is that? I mean, you just work a part-time job that has nothing to do with my company, right?
I'm not going to tell you why.
Huh?
Anyways, you're going to be leaving that house, right?
Well, yeah, I guess. I'll be single after we get divorced, so I'll have to leave this apartment, since one of the conditions of living here is that you're going to be bringing in family with you.
Alright, then that means that either way, that house is going to be mine.
Huh?
Never mind. Just turn in the divorce papers for me. That's the last thing I'm going to ask of you.
Hey, Loretta. I just turned in the divorce papers earlier.
Oh, so you finally turned them in. Jesus, it took you 2 months. Seriously, 2 months? Why didn't you turn them in sooner? Did you think that if you delayed turning them in, my feelings might change and I would cancel the divorce? Wow, I guess you really are incompetent from start to finish. You see, a truly competent person wouldn't just wait around hoping for something to happen. They would set things into motion and make it happen themselves.
Anyway, I also found out who you were cheating on me with.
Huh?
His name is Benedetto Barone, right? He works on the same project as me and we're on the same team.
What? You found out?
Yep. Benedetto also works for me at the company. I'm his boss.
You're his boss?
Yeah, I'm the project leader, and Benedetto is just a regular member of the team with no special positions.
No way. But he told me that he was your boss at the company.
Well, he did always complain how he had to work under me while I was younger than him. He was probably too proud to admit to you that it was actually the other way round.
What?
The reason I found out that it was Benedetto is because you've been giving me hints as to who it was from time to time.
What? Did I really tell you that much?
Well, first of all, the way you always say I'm incompetent. Well, you see, Benedetto always calls me that as well for some reason, even though I'm his boss. You've been spending time with him, right? That's why you probably picked it up from him. You see, I don't know whether you're conscious of this or not, but it was bugging me how for some reason the two of you were so alike.
Is that it?
No, I have more evidence. The day which he mentioned the divorce to me was also a hint. You see, on that day, Benedetto ignored the work he had to do and went home at 5, instead of doing overtime like he was supposed to. By the way, that's why I had to work overtime that day. Not because I was so incompetent that I couldn't finish my work in time. So, I asked one of the other employees about it, and apparently he was going to propose to a girl he's been going out with. That's when a few hours later you texted me saying that you wanted to get divorced with me, since you got proposed to by your boyfriend.
Huh? But that could all just be a coincidence, you know?
Well, that's true. There's data saying that in Italy a couple gets married once every 50 seconds. I guess the number of proposals is a bit lower than that, but it should mean that it still happens at a similar rate, right?
Yeah, so stop talking like you know for sure who it is. You don't have any concrete proof it's him, do you? I know you probably want to make him pay an alimony, but too bad.
But I'm not done.
What? You still have more?
It was our conversation about the company-owned apartment that made me certain it was him. I said that you wouldn't be able to live in this house anymore once you get divorced with me, right? But for some reason, you were talking as if you would be able to live in this house after you got divorced. That must mean that whoever this was you were cheating on me with was an employee at my company.
Huh? Did I say something like that?
After that, I hired a detective agency to find out who it was you were cheating on me with and gather evidence. At the same time, I hired a lawyer to handle the divorce.
Huh? A lawyer? Don't you think that's a bit of an overreaction?
Even you know that you have to pay an alimony if you cheat on your husband, right?
Well, yeah, but Benedetto said that he is going to be promoted soon and be given a larger salary, so he's going to pay for my alimony as well.
Benedetto's getting promoted? Where did you get that information? Oh, never mind, you heard it from Benedetto himself, didn't you?
But I heard that Benedetto was going to be given a managing position at the subsidiary company you were going to be sent to as a demotion.
What? Not only is he not going to get a promotion, but he was fired, you know.
He was fired?
Oh, let me explain first. First of all, you seem to think that I'm getting demoted when my company says that they're relocating me to a subsidiary company. But in reality, it just meant that the project team that me and Benedetto were part of is going to become its own subsidiary company. You see, the employees who were asked to join this project team were basically receiving a promotion.
A promotion?
Yes, provided that they didn't mess up while working on the project, like Benedetto did. By the way, I became a department head starting from today.
Huh?
You see, as the subsidiary company was started today with our CEO as the project owner, your Benedetto, who you love so much, wasn't there.
But he told me that he was headed straight for a promotion.
He was lying to you. On the other hand, what I'm telling you right now is the truth. Besides, he was fired before the subsidiary company even took off.
What? Why was he fired?
If you'll allow me to borrow you and Benedetto's words, it's because he was incompetent.
Huh? He was incompetent?
You see, the only reason he was asked to join this project team in the first place was because he stole the work of other employees and made it seem like it was his own.
What?
It looks like he was talented at sucking up to his superiors and stealing others' work to make it seem like his own. But once he actually joined the project team and had to actually work, he was completely useless.
But he said himself that he was headed straight for a promotion.
Maybe he thought that just becoming a member of a major project like this was guaranteed to give him a promotion later on. But too bad for him, I guess. Because whether you get promoted or not depends on the work you do while you're actually a member of the project team. It looks like Benedetto didn't understand this, so everyone in the company's evaluation of him suddenly dropped. Not only that, but we found out about how he had stolen others' work in the past, so he was ultimately fired.
Vittorio? If what you're saying is true, then I don't mind getting back together with you.
And why is that? Didn't you tell me yourself that you weren't going to try and get back together with me in the future?
Yeah, Yeah, but that's because I thought Benedetto had a higher rank in your company than you, which is why I went with him in the first place. I mean, you got a promotion, right? On the other hand, Benedetto was fired. I can't just marry an unemployed person, you know. I think the best option for the both of us would be to just go back to our old lives. Why don't we just forget all of this ever happened, shall we?
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why? Because I don't want to get married to an unemployed man.
But I'm too incompetent, remember? I'm so incompetent that I can't understand a word you say, so all I can say in return is, why?
Stop joking around.
Why?
Seriously? You're still going to say that?
But you haven't answered my question yet. If you have no intention of answering me, then I think I'll just go now.
What do you mean, answer your question? What kind of answer should I give you?
Well, I guess you'll have to talk to my lawyer from now on. Unlike me, he's very competent, you see.
Vittorio!
Oh, and I sent all of your stuff that you left here to Benedetto's apartment.
What? No way.
Well then, bye. Immediately after this, my ex-wife Loretta tried barging into the company-owned apartment that we used to live in, but I had already moved at the same time the subsidiary company was launched. It looks like Loretta didn't think of this though, and so she repeatedly rang the doorbell and banged and kicked on the front door. Eventually, someone called the police on her, and they had to come take her away. Luckily for her, she got off with a warning, but because of this, Benedetto found out that she wanted to get back together with me, and so they got into a huge fight. That's when the alimony I asked from them arrived. Both of the alimonies, the one I asked from Benedetto and the one I asked from Loretta, arrived on time at a later date, being paid up front, but it looks like it was enough to completely use up both of their savings. Not only that, but since both of their parents had cut ties with them, they had no choice but to continue living with each other. Loretta now works multiple part-time jobs, supporting Benedetto, who is finding it difficult to find a new job. Apparently they constantly have fights every day.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Cedric, are you coming over again?
Huh? Feels like there's some kind of an annoying and gross presence that's come begging for me. Oh well, if it's not my 40-year-old shut-in sister, Robin. Are you still shutting yourself into that place of yours with no desire of ever coming out? You happen to have a penthouse on the top floor of that beautiful building, but it's all going to waste on you.
The only reason I'm never coming out of this room is because I don't ever want to run into you or your wife. I get that both Mom and Dad will let you into their lives all the time, but I hate having you guys around.
Huh? Why is that?
If I'm to leave my place at any point in time, you and your wife try to come in here and mess with things. And there are even times you both will come and take things of mine back to your guys' house.
You and I are family, so it's totally okay for us to have some of your things.
No, it's totally not fine. I've had to start going to the bathroom in my room in order to not ever have you guys coming in and stealing things from me. And when I'm hungry, I can only eat these emergency rations I've saved up so that I don't have to go out.
Huh? What the heck? You're a crazy woman. Hearing you say things like that about your lifestyle really makes me want to come over to your place even more.
What?
Hey, tonight I'm going to be staying over there. Please and thank you.
Huh? Go away. This is not the place that you and your wife can come over to and do anything you want at. And this doesn't only go for you two, but Mom and Dad as well, all right?
Huh? What the heck are you going on about now? Take a look at yourself in the mirror for me and tell me all that again.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, it does. You are in your 40s now, yet you still plan on living in Mom and Dad's penthouse for the rest of time? You're like a parasite to those two.
Huh?
I don't want to hear your huh anymore. Listen, Robin, that penthouse is supposed to be going to someone like me, as I'm the older brother, which means that I have the right to choose who lives in there and who doesn't.
Wait, I really want to know what the frick is going on with you right now. This penthouse is not Mom and Dad's place, and it sure as hell is not going to become yours anytime soon.
Huh? I really want to know myself. What is going on with you? Like I've been saying, you have no right to still be living there. Mom and Dad still live in that place with you, which means that the place is theirs, right?
Did you already forget everything I explained to you before?
Oh, I know the story. About how that place happens to be your fiance's, but as of right now, he's overseas and can't do anything about us here.
So you do remember what I was telling you about.
Do you think I'm actually gonna believe you have a fiance who's overseas now? I've never even met this fiance of yours before, and why the hell would he choose to go overseas when he should be thinking about marrying you? This must mean he's not real.
I told you that he was assigned to go overseas for work, though.
You're crazy.
Do you want me to get him on the phone right now and have him talk to you? I can ask him right now, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to do a video call with you so that you can see his face.
Ah, that's right. You're going on about your fictional boyfriend now.
What?
Come on now, you're too old for that crap, all right? It's sad for me to hear something like that about my little sister, to be honest. I guess you really are the kind of person who won't ever change their ways unless they are met with a cold, hard truth.
What are you talking about?
No worries, it's nothing. Well, I want you to enjoy whatever time there is left for you to be living as a shut-in here.
Isaiah, can you talk right now?
Hey, Robin. It's like 2 in the morning there right now, right? You don't have to call me all this time, all right? I don't want you to have to overdo things just because there is such a difference in time between us.
Yeah, I know. Normally I would have called you at an earlier time when you were just getting up or something. But this time I have something I needed to talk about with you when you're not still sleepy.
Well, if that's important, then maybe it was the right idea, calling me when I'm fully awake. It's about your parents again?
Well, my parents are a part of this. Actually, they've gotten my brother and his wife involved now.
You kidding me?
At first I was fine with only my parents staying here for a bit, but, well, they seem to keep sticking around in this house and have no plans of leaving. And I guess that's led my brother to think that he can stay here now.
So they think they could just move into a house that's not theirs and live there forever? I guess if they already have their things there, and there's no way of really forcing them out without some good reasoning.
I think so. When it comes to me letting my parents stay here at first, it was due to them not being able to pay rent on their place because it had gone up so much. And you said yourself that it was fine for them to come and stay for a while, so I let them move in. But while they've been here with me, my brother started to think that this place has been Mom and Dad's all along, and now he wants to live here too. Of course, it's not helping that my parents won't move out.
Kicking them out or asking for them to never come again is probably a really hard task for you to handle alone, right? I'm not talking about your parents right now, but just your brother and his wife.
I've tried that already, but my parents keep letting them in, forcing me to shut myself into my room while they're around. And what makes all of this worse is that when they've been coming over, they will take things, even from our room. I've had to start putting all the more valuable things in here with me and make sure to keep the room door locked at all times with me in here. Sometimes they'll be in the house for the whole day and I'll have to force myself to go to the bathroom in here and eat some of our canned foods. Right now my brother thinks I'm some sort of freak because I never leave my room anymore.
That's not good at all. And actually, if they're stealing things from the penthouse, you could call the police on them.
Well, I've been wanting to, but I thought it would be best to wait for you to come home since it's not my penthouse. And as of right now, it's a 1 versus 4 situation with me going against my whole family. Calling the police at a time like this would most likely make things worse for me.
Hey, Robin, out of all things you happen to have, how much of it is things that you could, never live without and would like to hold on to for as long as you can?
Huh? Let me think.
This isn't meant to be a trick question or anything. I just want to know how much you have that you would not want to lose.
Well, to keep the list short, I'd have to say clothing and jewelry that you've given me all this time and the engagement ring I have. Also my laptop that has all my work information on it and all of my backup hard drives and such. And also the pressed flower collection that I got from my grandpa before he passed away. What about that printer I have? Do you think that's something we could always buy again?
Good point. I think that could be bought again if needs be.
Well, then I guess those are the only things I'd never want to lose.
All right. Do you think you can fit all of those things into one large moving box or something like that?
Right. All of those things I've listed off aren't big or really that heavy on a way. So I could probably get them all into one decent-sized box. Can you tell me why you're asking me things like this?
Sure. I was planning on telling you what'll happen come morning over there for you. But well, I'll let you know now. Next week I'm planning on coming back to the States for a little bit.
Wait, really? Does this mean things are finally...
That's right. It seems that things have gone a lot quicker than I'd expected here, so... Well, I'll be able to stay in the US for about 3 months or so this time, so I was thinking during that time, you and I can figure all of this out.
Understood. Well, I'll do whatever I can here to start getting things off to a good start for us.
All right. If you can help me out with that box you'll pack up, with all the things you don't want to lose, that would help. Well then, do you think we can call it here for now? It's the middle of the night for you there, and I'm sure you're sleepy, right?
Well, I'm a little sleepy, actually.
Then you need to go to sleep. When there are more things for me to have you do, I'll send you the list and you can get started on them.
All right, then.
Maybe I'll send it in a few hours here.
Then I'll read it when I get up.
Please. Well, good night, Robin.
Good night, Isaiah.
Hey, Robin. Today I want you out of this penthouse.
What?
Mom, Dad, my wife, and myself all got together and had a little chat. You've been trying way too hard to get Mom and Dad's money, haven't you? You're also in your 40s now and still haven't gotten married. Instead dreaming about a fiance that's not even real.
Did you ever stop to think that the reason I might not be married yet is because I happen to have a useless family that is always leeching off me?
You have no right saying that about us when you're an old hag that can't seem to tell lies from reality. To get you to wake up from that stupid dream about some fiance you think you have, we're making you homeless.
So you're saying that the four of you are going to kick me out of this penthouse?
Well, when you say we're kicking you out like that, it makes the four of us look bad. I'm just trying to help my little sister get back to reality. And that requires us to be a little hard on you.
Well, I'm not even there anymore.
Huh?
I wasn't able to relax in that place while you and your wife were there. So, before having to deal with any of you guys anymore, I made my move.
Oh! Amazing!
All of the things in my room are no longer needed by me, so go ahead and take whatever you'd like from there. That goes for the whole penthouse as well.
Really? I see! And just so you're still aware, I'm gonna be taking over this penthouse now. So, it was all gonna be mine whether you gave me permission or not.
Well, please take great care of Mom and Dad for me.
Like you did anything to care for them. All you were was a cruddy parasite to them that locked yourself away in their house. Goodbye forever! Hey, Robin! A freaking lawyer is here! He's been going on about whose place this is and whose name is on it! What the hell is all this about?
I'm sure that the lawyer has already explained that part to you, right? My fiance, the one with his name on the penthouse, making it his, is asking you and the 3 other squatters there to get the heck out of his place right now.
What are you going on about? This is Mom and Dad's place?
I told you so many times already now that it's not.
But Dad said...
Both Mom and Dad had to end up stumbling into that place with me because the 2 of them are too stupid and hopeless to help themselves anymore. And after they started to force themselves to live with me long term, you start to think for no good reason that the place was Mom and Dad's and that you could come anytime you pleased. Are you starting to realize how stupid that was of you and that there's no way out of this now?
Huh? Why are you trying to blow so much smoke up my butt?
Are you kidding me? I'm not blowing any smoke. Dad was fired from his job almost a year ago.
He was fired?
He was at a party for work, and there was a new employee that he wasn't really fond of, and so he decided to pour beer all over them. And well, that new employee just so happened to be the CEO's son.
The CEO's son?
Because of that, the company started to investigate Dad and found a full list of compliances that he'd been recorded causing. The company, after seeing all that, decided Dad was too far gone to be retrained or helped in any manner and chose to fire him.
What the heck?
After being fired, he was far too old for any other companies to want to hire him. And that led to him no longer being able to afford the apartment he was renting with Mom. So I went and asked my fiance if it'd be okay for them to stay with me for a little while, and he said that was fine.
Are you being serious right now?
I really thought that by having that lawyer show up at the front door, you would have all realized that I was not playing around with you all, and neither is my fiance.
Are you kidding me though?
I'm sure you've already heard this, but that penthouse is being set for sale. So you all go back to your apartment or wherever right now.
What?
And this means you'll be taking Mom and Dad with you as well.
No! You hold it right there! I've had enough of this crap from you. Luckily for my wife and I, we haven't gotten rid of our apartment just yet, so we can make things work. But it's not big enough for Mom and Dad to be coming there too.
Is that so? You've been in that penthouse for a month now, right? Have you not been the one taking care of Mom and Dad this whole time there?
I want you to come back and take these two hags with you.
That's not going to happen, though.
Why the hell not?
Because I'll be moving overseas with my fiance soon to a brand new world without any of you guys around.
What? You're moving overseas?
He is still required to be overseas for work for some time now. So we've decided that the two of us are just going to buy a house there, and that'll be our new home. He was actually able to get me a visa as well, because he pulled some strings to make it look as though I'm already his wife. So the two of us will be going earlier than expected. We've already finished up our packing and everything.
No way, no way! You stop all of that right now and come back here!
I told you, that's not happening.
Bull crap! And do you really think you'll be able to live in a completely new country all alone? You're in your 40s now, and have lived your whole life spoiled by Mom and Dad, never working a day in your life. You really think you can speak another language that'll allow you to live well? Good freaking luck!
You know that I'm a translator?
A translator?
I only started doing it after being proposed to by my fiance, but I've learned that I am really good at it.
Are you? You're kidding.
I've been with my fiance for over 5 years now, by the way.
What?
I told him that the reason I didn't want to marry him yet is because all my family is toxic and I didn't want him being dragged into all your guys' drama. But he was very accepting of that and told me he'd wait until I'm ready to be his wife. He's so loving, and he has always been there to take care of me. He even let me stay in his penthouse this whole time while he's been overseas.
Wait.
And, well, seeing that he's even gone to lengths to get me to move to another country with him, I have an answer.
Wait.
Once he and I are on that plane heading to our new house, I'm never coming back to the US.
I told you to freaking wait!
And with that, goodbye forever. A few days after that, my older brother and his wife got a divorce. I guess that his wife started to realize the risks of living with him as her husband were getting way too high and made her choice on the matter. And as for that apartment she'd been living in with my brother, it happened to be under her name. My brother and both my parents were kicked out of her place then and forced to become homeless for a few days as they marched over 20 miles to get to a family friend of theirs' house. They were allowed to all reside there for a little while, and while doing so, it seems that my dad started to look for work again online. I thought that luck was on their side this time and that they would finally be able to get back on their feet, but that's when I found out the three of them have loads of debt. And by the looks of it, those three are never going to be able to break free from this life of never having any money, and should get acquainted with life as poor people. As for myself, I received my visa and was able to leave the US with my fiancé. He was so happy to finally have me for good this time and wanted me to know he'd never leave my side again. And when we touched down in a new country, away from my family, he asked me if we could get married that month. And I said yes. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Lauro, is it true that you're going to get married? And not just to anyone, but to the daughter of an entrepreneur?
What? Mother?
So, when is she coming to visit us for our permission?
What do you mean, permission?
Permission for the marriage, of course. So, when is it going to be?
We're not going to be visiting you.
What? You're not coming to visit?
Of course we aren't. What makes you think we'd come visit you? Didn't I already tell you 8 years ago when I left that I'd never be coming back unless it was some sort of huge emergency?
What? You're seriously not coming? I mean, I guess this isn't an emergency or anything, but this is still an important moment in your life, right? Come on, Lauro. You're our son. Are you seriously not going to let us be a part of something as important as your marriage?
I may be your son by law, but you guys aren't an important part of my life anymore. I put all of that behind when I left. You guys are basically just a bad memory to me now. Anyways, I've already told you multiple times, but I have no intention of coming home.
Huh? Come on, Lauro. Why don't we just forget about all of that? You said it yourself. It's the past, right? Why don't we just start over anew as a happy family again?
I don't remember ever being a happy family. Seriously, can't you tell how I feel by how the only point of contact I have with you anymore is WhatsApp? I'm not you and Dad's puppet anymore. 8 years ago, I left you guys on the condition that I'd pay for the 30,000 euros of debt you two had. At that moment, I decided that not only would I never return to that house, but I'd never even return to that hometown. I was famous back there for being left to my own devices by my parents, and I don't have any friends because of it, which is why there's nothing tying me to that place anymore.
You say all that, but I see right through what you're planning, Lauro. To be honest, I'm impressed. Well, you are our son after all.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about?
Never mind. I understand what you wanted to tell me very well in this conversation. Do whatever you want. Get married for all I care.
You don't have to tell me. I'm going to get married with or without your permission. Bye. Hi, Rosita. Is now a good time?
Oh, hi, Lauro. What is it?
There's something urgent I want to talk to you about.
I'm in the train right now, so it's fine if it's by text. What's the matter?
You see, my parents found out that I'm going to get married.
What? But I thought you had cut ties with them and were careful that the information wouldn't leak.
Yeah, it looks like I was just really unlucky. You see, they just sent me a text earlier. This is just a guess, but I'm thinking that they find out through my aunt, who happened to have business with our company recently.
Oh, your aunt that believes that relatives should always stick with each other no matter what?
Yeah, that aunt. The one that keeps bugging me to make up with my parents and start things over with them. Seriously, why can't she just mind her own business? Anyways, I didn't notice, but apparently she saw me passing by while she was in the waiting room of our office. That's when she got a hold of one of our employees who didn't know about my parents and skillfully made him tell her everything about our marriage. Jesus, she really messed up big this time.
I see. It looks like it was pretty bad timing then.
Tell me about it. My parents didn't object to our marriage, but I got the feeling by how my mum was talking that she was up to something. I'm worried they might try and do something crazy now that they know about us. And I'm especially worried about you, since it seems that they know who you are now as well.
Do you think it's a good idea if we don't see each other in public for the time being?
I thought that as well, but that is the demerit of them having the chance to approach you while you're on your own. Seriously, what should we do about this?
Why don't we just turn in the marriage papers tomorrow?
Huh?
I think the best thing to do is to move our plans forward as much as possible, so that everything will be over before they have time to react.
That's a good idea. My mum and dad may seem like idiots, but they won't hesitate to act when a chance to steal some of my money's involved. They could already be on their way here for all I know. Well, let's turn in the marriage papers tomorrow then. It's not like the exact date we get married actually matters, right? Yeah, well, it's best that we take care of things as fast as possible now that they know about our marriage.
Alright. Meet me at the city hall tomorrow after we're done with work.
Yeah, got it. Sorry I have to go through this trouble just because of my parents.
Don't worry about it. It's not just your parents that are troublesome after all.
Thanks. It really makes me feel better hearing you say that.
No problem. See you tomorrow then.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Lauro? Why are you running away from us? But I only wanted to celebrate my son getting married, which is why I was waiting for you outside the city hall. You're so mean getting a taxi and running away from us like that.
You weren't waiting for me outside the city hall, but you followed me there from my office, didn't you? You probably heard from your sister about where I work, but the only person I talked to about turning in the marriage papers today was my wife, which means that you must have followed me.
So you found out. Well, there's no need to be so mad, is there, though? I mean, we basically already made up, right?
I don't know if you're joking or not, but just stop. I have no intention of getting back together with you two.
Come on, stop trying to act all tough. I mean, I understand very well now that even you, at the end of the day, are just someone who loves money.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about?
Your wife is the only daughter of an entrepreneur, right? Not only that, but she lost both her parents in an accident 2 years ago and was left with a massive inheritance.
Yeah, and what about that?
Lauro, it touches me to know that you care for us so deeply.
Seriously, what the fuck are you talking about?
You did amazing, Lauro. You're a genius, my son. Now that you guys are married, she's ours. My God, if only I had known sooner that I had given birth to a prodigy.
Would you please tell me first what you're talking about?
The wife's money is also the husband's money, right? And the son's money is also the parents' money. Which means that your wife's money is now ours. We're filthy rich now, Lauro, and it's all thanks to you.
No, that's not why I married her.
Come on, Lauro. There's no need to hide your true self to me. After all, I am your mother, right? Why don't the three of us use your wife's money to live a life of luxury from now on? But first, we need to do something about this debt of ours.
You seriously got into debt again?
Who cares if I got into debt again? We're going to pay it off with your wife's money. So could you please give me 100,000 euros from your wife's bank account?
100,000 euros?
You see, we were told by the strange man that if we gave him money, he'd give it back tenfold. And so me and your dad both gave him 5,000 euros for a total of 10,000 euros. We thought that it was an investment, but the money wouldn't quite return for some reason. We thought that we just needed to give him a bit more money, and before we knew it, I had spent 100,000 euros.
What the fuck are you doing? That's a scam no matter how you look at it. Seriously, you fell for something as easily seen through as that and threw away 100,000 euros. Just how much of a scumbag are you two?
Come now, don't get so mad, Lauro. Even me and your dad went pale when we found out that we were 100,000 euros in debt, but now we have your wife's money. I'm so glad you were kind enough to catch her for us, Lauro. Of course, we won't be so barbaric as to ask you two to let us live with you. Just give us 100,000 euros for now, and that's it. You probably won't hear from us again for a few months at least. Come on, don't be so selfish. 100,000 euros is probably nothing for someone like her, right? No one is going to gain from you holding back her money from us like this. All you'd be doing is making your parents disappointed in you, for no good reason at that.
To think that someone like this is my parent. It makes me so embarrassed that I'd like my body replaced for another, if possible.
What?
I didn't pick my wife so that you two could pay off your debts.
Don't tell me, but are you seriously so selfish as to use all that money for yourself and not give us any? I'm not going to forgive something as unfair as that, Lauro.
Say whatever you want. All I want is to have a happy family with my wife. There's no space for toxic parents like you in our family.
You ungrateful brat. I'm the one who gave birth to you, so technically everything you have is thanks to me, you know.
Hi, Rosita, sorry about earlier.
Oh, hi, Lauro.
Did anything happen to you once the taxi dropped you off at the station? I don't think my parents have the resources to hire other people to catch you, but...
Yeah, I'm fine, but I got on the train just like you told me, and...
Sorry, but I need you to stay on the train a bit longer. I'm going to reserve a room for you at the business hotel near the airport. So could you wait for me there until I come for you?
Alright. I can reserve a hotel room on my own, you know. I'll tell you once I decide which hotel I'm going to be staying at.
Sorry, you're right.
What are you going to be doing?
I've already finished preparing for our departure, but since we were only supposed to depart on the morning of the day after tomorrow, I left my passport and plane tickets at home. I need to go back first.
Yep, you can't get a flight without those.
Still though, to think that they were actually already on their way here yesterday when we had our conversation. Looks like I underestimated their determination when it came to stealing my money. I'm lucky that today was the last day at the office and the final few days until I resign. I'm going to be working remotely. Even my office laptop I have right now, they said I could just return to them by mail after I resign. I'll just hide somewhere until our flight and wait this out.
Is it alright if you're texting me like this right now? I have the feeling that your parents are looking for you as we speak.
It's alright. See, I've already left the house and now in an internet cafe. I'm pretty sure they won't find me here as I'm currently hiding in one of the most crowded areas of the city.
Really? That's good, I guess. I'm currently in an internet cafe right now. I told my company about what was happening, and they said I could work remotely from a hotel or something until our day of departure.
Oh, that's so? We're lucky the companies we work at are so understanding, eh? Seriously, I don't think that many employers would just believe it when you said your mother-in-law was chasing you so you had to hide.
Yeah, alright. I'll contact you again when I reserve a hotel room. Take care, alright?
Yeah, you too.
Lauro, where are you right now? We didn't have a place to stay tonight, so we thought that we would stay at your house, but you weren't there. Your dad got angry and he started banging on the door, and so one of your neighbors called the police on us. Thankfully, I was able to calm him down and drag him away before the police came, though.
You know even where I'll live?
Yup, my sister told me.
Huh? Your sister again? Seriously, just how resourceful is that woman if she could find my house like this? Does she have experience working at a detective agency or something?
Actually, she has, but that's not the point. I should have asked her to tell me last night and not today, since it seems it was already too late. Last night was a mess as well, you know. We used up almost all of our remaining money to get here, so we had to sleep in a park. We don't have any money anymore, so just hurry up and come home so you can let us in.
I don't live in that house anymore.
Huh? Oh, did you move to your wife's mansion or something like that? Alright, if that's the case, then we'll go there as well. Just tell me what the address is.
No, my wife already sold her mansion. She won't be able to sleep there tonight either.
What? She sold it? Why?
I don't know, ask her yourself because the two of us already got divorced.
Huh? But you only got married yesterday. What do you mean you got divorced? And here I thought that you were some sort of prodigy. I take everything nice I said to you back.
Don't blame me, because it's you and Dad's fault, you know. I mean, your eyes lit up with joy at the thought of her money, even though she was standing right in front of you. And you kept sending those texts of yours, even though my wife was sitting right next to me. And at the end, you even told me about your 100,000 euros of debt. Of course she'd want to divorce me, even if she liked me or whatever.
What? Couldn't your wife just take 100,000 euros out of her bank account and give it to us? 100,000 euros is nothing for her, right? Wow, what a selfish woman this ex-wife of yours is.
It's much better than a greedy parent whose only thought is of stealing your money, though.
What? Greedy? Me? But all I'm asking for is 100,000 euros to pay off our debt. Don't you think it's only natural for a son to pay off his parents' debt in situations like this?
So you don't even realise you're greedy? No, I don't think that asking your son to pay off all your debts for you is natural. Besides, my wife doesn't have 100,000 euros, so he wouldn't be able to give it to you even if he wanted to.
Huh? But I thought that she was the only daughter of an entrepreneur, and that she lost both her parents in an accident 2 years ago. She must have enough money to support the four of us for the rest of our lives, right?
No, actually, she's not swimming in money. You see, my late father-in-law had 3 other children with his first wife.
What?
You probably want to say now that even then she would have received a quarter of the inheritance, right? But see, my wife gave up her right of laying a claim on the inheritance.
What?
Apparently it's going to be a huge hassle for her since she was the daughter of her father's second wife. And it's not like she was in poverty and couldn't support herself or anything. Neither is she the type to waste money. Which is also why she doesn't want to have anything to do with scumbags like you and Dad who take out loans as if it was nothing and at the end of the day end up nothing but the dredges of society.
She called us the dredges of society? Hold on, Lauro. You need to hand over this ex-wife of yours to us. Not only did she not lay claim to her father's inheritance, but now she's insulting us? There's no way I'm going to just let this go.
I already told you we got divorced. There's nothing I can do to her anymore.
Fine, if that's the case, then you do something about our 100,000 euros of debt. The debt of the parents is the debt of the children.
Right, and which fucking law says that exactly? I mean, it looks like it's about time for me to get started on the work I had left to do.
Which means that you're in your office right now, right?
No, I'm working remotely today.
What? Remote work?
Yeah, which is why I don't have to actually be at the office to work. Today was my last day at the office and I'm going to be working remotely until the day of my resignation.
You're resigning?
I'll say this in advance, but since I've only been working here for a few years, the money I'm going to receive for the resignation, basically just a small gift. Please don't rely on my money, because I'm going to be unemployed soon.
Wow, I didn't expect this, I guess.
Alright, this is the last time I'm going to be contacting you, I guess.
But you were our last hope.
Bye.
How are we supposed to give back the 100,000 euros now?
First of all, I think I need to clarify that part about me and Rosita getting divorced was just a lie to buy us some time. It was a ploy to make my parents give up completely after I told them that Rosita didn't actually inherit any money from her father. I normally don't condone lying even to people I dislike, but this was my parents who we were dealing with, so I made an exception. A few days after this, I met my wife Rosita, who was waiting for me at the airport. We headed for England, where it was decided a few months ago that my wife would be relocated as part of her job. By the way, the part about me becoming unemployed was also a lie. I used the experience and knowledge I gained while working at my previous job to become a freelance worker, so I'm not actually unemployed. It was 3 weeks later when my parents found out that I'd lied to them. It seems that they intend to make me pay for their debt no matter what, and for some reason have brought along my aunt with them, and are currently searching for me in the capital city. Apparently both my parents and my aunt suddenly disappeared without a trace one day, but since I already cut ties with them, I'm really not interested in what happened after that.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.